people, even if they are watching TV, they're using their mobile phone. They're not even attentive to one particular device at a time. I
Mm.
have seen people, if I talk about me, I'm also like this. It's not only about the TV or entertainment, it is also about the festival celebrations. Like there were some special occasions when we used to buy clothes, we used to buy sweets and all, but now it is just very normal thing, so we are not very much excited. Okay, what is new if I'm eating this sweet? No craze, no excitement. It's just only we're celebrating festival to create reels and photos and just posting them on social media. That's our purpose only.
And that's a very nice observation. You don't have to know the logic behind what's right, what's wrong. Just like
Okay.
you're using your phone, you don't know how the phone works. You don't know the engineering behind the phone, correct? But you know how to use
How
it.
to use.
That's exactly what we need to do. We need to condition ourselves in grammatical correct sentences. We don't. Hi, Karishma, how are you?
I have been doing good. Do you remember?
Of course I do. Of course I do remember you.
Oh, I can't
I think you
believe.
had a. I think you used to have a YouTube channel, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, that's how I remember you, perhaps. Right. When there's an added reference to a class, then it's easy to remember. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. How was your Diwali? All well with you? Wonderful. Good to have you back.
All well. Everything was amazing. After that, it was my son's birthday on 2nd of
Oh,
November.
right.
So like it's very hectic also because the day like Diwali and then again on the next day it's like birthday. So yeah, it's little hectic, but otherwise it's all good.
Right. But it's worth it, isn't it? Right?
Hmm.
Shalom. Let's begin with assignment, Karishma.
Okay.
Let me check what it is. Your favorite movie genre? All right. Movies are, sort of India's favorite pastime, apart from cricket, definitely. But cricket isn't something that everyone watches, but movies are something which probably everyone watches. Because if you like English movies, you can watch English. If you like Hindi, you can like Hindi. If you like South Indian, you like South Indian. So there is something for everyone, correct? Although cricket is the craziest thing, but movies are something which go deepest to the corners of the country, correct? Um, but definitely, all of us have different choices, tastes in music and movies. What are your tastes in movies, particularly? Things which you
Um,
like and things which you don't like? Anything? Tell me about it.
I think I like all kinds of movies. I like watching comedy,
Okay.
sometimes horror also, but not very scary one. Like the comedy plus horror, like Bhool Bhulaiya type of movies. And apart from that, I would love to watch suspense movies. What do we call them? Thriller. Suspense
Thrillers.
thriller. Yeah.
All suspense thrillers. Yes.
Yeah. So I do like watching them.
I want you to talk about a little bit about any movie which you have watched in the past. I don't want you to elaborate the whole movie, but let's see how you're able to put it into sentences and take it from one end to the other.
I don't remember any movie. I don't know how to describe. Recently, I did not watch any movie recently.
Okay.
So
Doesn't have
maybe
to be.
that's the reason. Actually, I'm so much busy into my life and with my kids, so I do not get time to watch movies. But yes, sometimes we do watch web series, and but I really do not remember the story.
All right. Okay. I'll change the question. Not a problem. So
Okay.
these days we have moved on from television to OTT. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we may use that TV set to watch it, but we don't really watch it from the television channels. We use it for our OTT purposes.
Yes.
Uh, Now, television had its own protocol that it had to go through a lot of filters before being aired. Movies still have to go through the censor board certification. But when it comes to online content, especially YouTube, Instagram, even OTT, there's not much regulation that stops them. Correct? So in a way, it's very unfiltered. The language is unfiltered. The scenes are unfiltered. Uh, they can just do whatever they wish in a certain way. How do you look at this transition from moving away from traditional entertainment to OTT content or internet-based content? What are the differences you see? What are the good things? What are the bad things? Throw in your opinion around it.
What I feel that what is the major thing is if I talk about the old movies, those are the kind of movies which we can watch with our entire family
Yeah.
and we can enjoy all together. Like there are so many favorite movies like from Amitabh Bachchan and the famous actors and actresses, and we can watch them. But now, like the OTT platforms, if I talk about even the web series and other shows, they are full of drama.
Mm,
Like the originality, I feel the movies which basically it should be kind of movie that we can watch with everyone, it's not like that now. But
mm,
the beneficial part is that we are no more depend on the TV. Like okay, in TV there's a fixed there were few fixed channels, like
mm,
okay, on this day, Sunday or Saturday, this movie will come and we have to watch, we have to wait for that. But now it's like everything is available just with the click of button. You just need to press something and you can find any movie of your choice, any web series or anything.
mm,
If I talk about the young generation, basically they do like watching reality content as compared to the scripted one.
mm,
And what do I feel is that yes, it is good somehow, because like I am in my mid of the 30s. But
mm,
if I watch the content, like if I if I'm watching someone who is only like 20, 22 years old age,
mm,
there's a huge difference in the thinking. The
mm.
whole mindset is different.
Yeah.
And if I compare that mindset from the mindset we had when
Mm,
we were young,
yeah.
it's absolutely different. So
Mm,
sometimes it is important because now you are growing, your children are growing up. We should know the mindset of those people also, like what they actually want from the
mhm,
society, from
mm,
the parents, and accordingly we can nurture them. We sometimes need.
mm,
But yes, it's not, I'm not saying that it's very amazing. There are some pros and cons of everything. So I feel that somewhere like the young generation getting spoiled just by watching those web
mm,
series, and they do binge watching because everything is available.
mm.
Earlier, what used to happen, like we have a particular show on this time, 9 to 12, we have to watch, and then it's gone. So
Right.
we cannot we cannot binge watch. We can say that, but now people or youngsters, they keep watching like 2 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock, sometimes whole night they're watching TV. So ultimately it is impact, it is it's not really good for their health. So
Hmm.
it impacts on their health. So yeah, that is my perspective.
Okay. All right. And what opinion do you have when it comes to the impact it has in a negative manner, but not just related to health, but from their behavioral perspective, as far as their mental conditioning is concerned? How do you think these web series and these kind of content are shaping their personalities, their choices, their likes, their dislikes? How is that working then?
Okay, so what I feel is that people are start comparing themselves with others just after watching these TV shows, reality shows, lifestyles of youngsters, people who are very young, like the 20 years, 25 years old. If they're watching something on TV, they feel like, okay, why they're not getting the same exact life like they are spending, like the people. Because let me take an example of that Big Boss. That's a very common reality show which is very famous. Most of the people or youngsters, they love watching it. So
Yeah.
somehow I feel that we are learning everything with them, from them, like the way they fight, the anger. We are watching different people, different mindset, and somewhere we can correlate with them. Sometimes we feel okay, this thing is good, we picked up. Sometimes bad things we picked up. So it's not really good for overall development of a person. I feel like when we see something, we try to copy them.
Hmm.
It's very natural mentality. I would like to give you a practical example of mine.
Sure.
I was like addicted like 2 to 3 years ago. I used to watch Instagram reels.
Hmm.
When I'm watching Instagram reels and watching beautiful girls doing this and that, wearing this and that, and especially what is happening, people are sharing their personal life on internet
Correct.
through social media. So we start comparing, oh my God, his husband is doing this. He is very protective. Why my husband is not doing this? Because I was free that time. So my whole mind is there. Instead of doing something productive, I'm just wasting my time watching others' life. And then I start comparing their life with my life. Okay, my kids are not that obedient, but look at her. And then I tell the same thing to my kid. Look at
Correct.
her kid. He's doing the good. He's also your age. He's helping her mom. So
Hmm.
this is not really good. When you see something, na, it's somewhere I feel that it. changes your mind, maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way also, but I feel that
Hmm.
it's bad, it's not always good. So, or everything is not real which we see on Insta, YouTube, or internet, or like in the movies. Everything is not real. I mean, most of the time people do just for show off, but people who are watching them, they sometimes feel that okay, it is the reality, and
Hmm.
why this thing is not happening, with why am I not happy? So I think this is the reason which spoil inner happiness, and we start comparing unnecessarily.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Correct. True. Agree to it, and I think that it's the right observation, and rightly said, rightly put. Um, but are there things like, now let's go back to this particular show, Big Boss. We say it's a reality show, but it is, maybe it's a reality show, but it's instructed, right? If not scripted, at least instructed that you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to put on additional drama. Like, people don't behave the way they behave. I mean, they dramatize themselves to get more camera attention, to win the competition. So what is reality show, and how is, and do you consider Big Boss really to be a reality? Plus, I want to understand why a show which is just based on quarrels has got nothing to offer, no real entertainment, but of course relatability, because everyone's family has quarrels, or in every person's life there are some levels of quarrels. Why are people so attracted to just a quarrelsome show? What is the idea? What is the mentality of us as people? What do you think? Any thoughts
Yeah,
on that?
you know, not not this time. What I feel is that people have this habit to enjoy others' quarrel. It is from very ancient time. If
Mm,
two people are fighting, third one is coming to see them, not to make them calm, but just to enjoy. Okay, why they're fighting? They're very curious to know everything, and
mm,
they just want to give their opinion. Like do this, this is wrong, this is right. So I
mm,
don't think it is good thing, but it is also somewhere natural. People are interested to know about what is happening in others' life, instead what they have to do or what is their life. They're more focused into others' life. So that is the only basics of watching this Big Boss show. Because in Big Boss, what is good thing, like people are coming from different backgrounds. So
mm,
in different backgrounds, different and they all are celebrity somewhere, somewhat. They have achieved something in their life, and for that reason they were in the Big Boss house. So
mm,
people, the general, like we are the people, we just wanted to know how they are living their life, what is their thinking about one particular thing. This is the only reason I feel that people are watching them,
mhm, mhm,
because we get some idea. Okay, like we are from middle class family, my thinking is for some particular issue is like this, but for dealing the same issue, what is others like celebrity, how they react on this particular thing. So this is how we are learning about the different cultures. Like
mm,
every person has a different culture, different environment, and when they're all together, how they are going to react, how they are going to behave.
mm.
This is what we are just watching, and it is very natural that people enjoy when others fighting. So maybe that is one of the reasons.
Right. Yeah. So yes, of course, it is relatability which has been going on forever, which is why Big Boss becomes a show worth watching. Right? We can connect with our own, our probably our instincts, right, are
Yes.
reflected in the show. Yeah. Do you watch
Yes.
Big Boss?
No, not now. Sometimes I only watched few seasons, one or two season only,
Hmm.
not entire season.
And
I'm
what
not getting time.
right? And what made you stay move away from it?
The main basic reason is my kids, because my older one, he has to go to school so early in the morning. I have to wake up on time. For that reason, I need to go to sleep early, not early, but exactly on time. So like Big Boss timing is very late, so I cannot watch it.
Hmm.
Further, I have my YouTube channel, my profession, so I'm not getting time to watch those shows. But yes, if I would be free and if I would get time, I would love to watch it.
Okay. Okay. All right. I would want to understand how moving away from, like you said, that now we have everything in our control. Previously, we used to wait for something and watch it for like once a week. But I will play the devil's advocate now. I'll try to defend the other part, that when we wait for something, it gives you more charm. You are more attentive towards it, right? You feel that you're waiting for something, and there's that desire to watch something. So, for example, you're watching. Ramayana on the Sunday morning. You have to wait for a whole week, and
Whole
it's
week.
on your mind. That excitement is building up, and then finally you watch it, and you're very attentive. Correct. You don't want to miss even a single moment. Correct. So nowadays, because everything is there, you can watch it anytime. You can watch it today, tomorrow, evening, night. So the desire to enjoy, that ability to enjoy is reducing. So what is right?
Yes.
What is good? What do you think? And how do you look at this opinion?
I think you point this very nicely because yes, that's true. That time we were so curious to just watch a single episode. We have to wait for a week to watch an episode of Shaktiman, Ramayana, or Mahabharat. So, like, but now what I feel or what I observe in this era, like people, even if they are watching TV, they're using their mobile phone. They are not even attentive to one particular device at a time. I
Hmm.
have seen people, if I talk about me, I'm also like this. TV is just, I just turn on the TV and just watching my phone and editing my videos and all. So
True.
not at all attentive. So we are taking TV just an option to, like, okay, when I feel like listening, I'm listening. If I don't feel like listening, I'm just busy with my phone. So there is
Hmm.
no such curiosity. And even now we have all the episodes and everything is available on YouTube. We can even watch it later. So there is no excitement at all. But there is one benefit also. For example, if you're busy, if I talk about the cricket matches when they go live, we literally wait. My husband, he used to wait like, okay, today this live has to come and I have to finish all my chores and everything
Hmm.
before 9, so the match will start and I will watch it peacefully. So
Hmm.
that curiosity I cannot see anywhere else except matches because now we can watch everything repeated like on YouTube. So
Hmm.
that's a difference, and that is also the difference. It's not only about the TV or entertainment, it is also about the festival celebrations. Like earlier, we used to celebrate festivals very enthusiastically because
Correct.
we had to wait
Hmm.
to buy new clothes on like Diwali or like on birthdays. There were some special occasions when we used to buy clothes, we used to buy sweets and all. But now it is just very normal thing. So we are not very much excited. Okay, what is new if I'm eating this sweet? I can eat anytime I want. Now
Right.
it's Zomato also. Even if I'm craving it for like at 10 o'clock in the night, I can just order it very simply. So if a person he's earning, even if he's not earning, parents are that much showing love to their kids, like they are, trying to fulfill all their wishes.
Hmm.
At least if they crave something, they want something, parents are just trying to fulfill them. Earlier, it was not like that.
Very,
The
very
era which we
true.
used to live life, it was really amazing. I still, even on this Diwali, I was like missing those days. Like I used to
Yes.
wait for the sweets, like that mixed sweets packet will come and I will choose like which sweets I want.
Hmm.
Now there's nothing, no craze, no excitement. It's just only we're celebrating festival to create reels and photos and just posting them on social media. That's our purpose only.
Wow.
So I really do not like it. But
Hmm.
yes, one thing I did it very nicely, which is like Puja, Lakshmi Puja. I spent more than like 3 to 4 hours just just for my puja, and rest of the things comes later. Because that is something which I have learned from my family, my parents. We used to do it like very properly, nicely.
Hmm.
We're not just doing it in a very short go, okay, like just diya chalaya and ho gaya. Not like that. We used to do it like with full energy. So I'm just maintaining that. But yes, things have been completely changed. Nothing is same.
Wow.
Yes, that's my opinion.
And that's a very nice observation that we have lost the desire because everything is always there. And when
Yes,
everything is always available, where is the craving for it? Where is the longing for it? Right? So if you want to buy a new dress on Diwali and your parents will say, hey, you will get it on Diwali. And you wait
yes,
until Diwali. Now,
yes,
if you want to buy, just go to Mintra, right? And the next day,
yes,
30%.
exactly.
Where is the fun left? And if you're not craving for something, if you're not longing for something, there's absolutely no fun in it. It's always there.
No fun.
Availability kills the excitement, isn't it? Very well, Karishma. What a wonderful observation, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, so some feedback on your answers. One is that they are beautiful answers, but there are couple of grammatical mistakes every few lines. Okay, now if I just point out those mistakes, you will say, okay, all right, I'll see to it. But the fundamental problem remains that there are grammatical issues in your understanding of grammar. Right? Now, unfortunately, you have crossed that age when you can go back to your school books and learn all about parts of speech and tenses and all of that. That's no more possible, especially for a mother of two children or and a YouTuber, and also being simply being an adult takes away that ability to go back to our school books and reread things. So, what is an
Mhm.
alternative, right? The alternative is that you find yourself grammar exercises, right? Worksheets, do as directed worksheets. Either download it from the internet or go to your nearest bookstore and find a worksheet exercises just for exercises, not to learn about the theoretics, not that part. And solve those exercises 15 minutes a day. Don't do more
Oh,
than that because I want you to not feel like a burden, but I still want you to make it a consistent, regular habit. And consistency, regularity can be built only in small chunks. If I ask you to do it for 1 hour, you'll give up in a week or even before that. But if I keep it just 15 minutes, you'll say, okay, just 15 minutes, let's do it, no matter what. Right? कर लेते हैं. That
right, right.
attitude will be there. So take up a book or download PDFs, but make sure that you have answers along with it. Whether it's a test paper book or the PDFs that you download, there should be answers so that you can see what's going right, what's going wrong. You don't have to know the logic behind what's right, what's wrong. Just like
Okay.
you're using your phone, you don't know how the phone works. You don't know the engineering behind the phone, correct? But you know how to use
How
it.
to use.
That's exactly what we need to do. We need to condition ourselves in grammatical correct sentences. We don't need to know the logic behind why it is right, why that is wrong. Correct? Do this regularly for the next 6 months or even 1 year. See, 1 year or 6 months will anyway pass, whether you do it or not. Correct? But if you do it, you will see that you have almost transformed your ability to speak correct grammatical sentences. Right? This is
Okay.
one advice which will help you. But yes, it needs its own consistency. It cannot come without consistency. Make sense, Karishma?
Yes, yes, definitely. I know that I'm making mistakes in grammar, and even if I'm describing something related to past, because
Yeah.
this session is all about discussing past things,
Hmm.
and for that reason, I made a lot more grammatical errors as compared like I'm usually doing. Yeah.
Right, right. But it's not just about past tense, it's about some other errors also. But the point is that just identifying that will not help because
Hmm.
knowing the problem is not no, is not the answers. Working
Yes,
on it is the answer, right? And how do you work on it? By practicing. And it's a doable thing. 15 minute कोई भी कर सकता है. ठीक है?
yes, yes, yes.
Any questions for the day? Any doubts?
No, no, nothing.
Nothing at all. All clear.
All clear.
Looks like a bouncer. Right. All right then, Karishma. Good to have you back and have a good day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.